Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with dun, dun, dun. Connie Hodge. What's up, Connie? Cameron, what's up? Randall Jones. What's up, Alicia Smith? Robert Sims. What's up, Robert Simmons? Hammond, I am like. Hold on. I am, wait a minute. L.A. Mike? Is that L.A. Mike? Hammond, L.A. Mike? That girl. Karen Sanders. What's up, Karen? Van Smith. Orlando in the house. What's up, Miss C? Vicky Slaughter. What's up, Vicky? Civilized, okay? Civilized barbarian. I got you. I see what you did there. We got there. It's that Lisa. Can't figure that one out. Sweet beloved. What's up? Teen Mom Evolved. All right, Master Blaster going in, y'all. Master Blaster, we going in. Donald Trump, your president. Family, this dude has said that the war is very complete. And he's considering taking over the Strait of Hormuz or Hormuz. And it's so the war is going on, because I thought that reports today was that Iran was very active. They were still dropping missiles on other countries, and they were damaging military bases in the Gulf and Middle East. So who should we believe? Do we believe Donald Trump, or do we believe everybody else? Here's a story on CBS News. In a phone interview with CBS News on Monday afternoon, Donald Trump said the U.S. war in Iran could almost be over. I think the war is very complete, pretty much, the president said, speaking from his Doral, Florida golf club. No Navy, no communications. They've got no Air Force. Their missiles are down to a scatter. Their drones are being blown up all over the place, including their manufacturing of drones. The U.S. military said it struck more than 3,000 Iranian targets in the first week of operations. If you look, they have nothing left. There's nothing left in the military sense, Mr. Trump said. Late Sunday, Iran announced that Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei would replace his father as Iran's supreme leader. I have no message for him, none whatsoever, the president said, adding that he has someone else in mind to lead the country. Let's stop right there. Oh, well, you know what? Before we stop right there, let's jump on this. Commercial shipping through Strait of Hormuz, through which about 20% of the global oil supply flows, has effectively ground to a halt. So Iran has pretty much destroyed many of the oil bases in the Middle East, and so this is why there's such a spike in the oil prices. But Donald Trump knew this before he started the war. This is why his children are benefiting so much off the war. Barron, I think they said 24 hours before the war actually started, Barron invested $30 million in oil, stocks. $30 million. Is that classified as inside trading if your daddy is the president and he tell you that he's going to bomb a country that's going to affect the price of oil? Is that considered inside trading? I don't know. Check this out, fam. So you remember before Trump started the war, Trump said that he was very interested in helping the Iranian people achieve their independence. Well, what a difference a couple of weeks make. Check out Trump's response about the Iranian people today. What do you feel like, what his thoughts are protecting the Iranian people?
The Iranian people, you would help them, but it sounds like you're willing to end this fight after your military objectives have wrapped up. Isn't that a betrayal of the people?
Will I help them? I'd like to, if they can behave, but they've been very menacing. They're great people. They have an amazing population. It's amazing, smart, brilliant, energetic. They have a great, I'd love to help them, but they have to be in a system that allows them to be helped. And right now they're in a system that only allows failure. And I don't want that. And I want a system that's not going to be attacking us. We want a system that can lead to many years of peace. And if we can't have that, we might as well get it over with right now.
Okay, so basically he wants a system that he can attack, that will allow him to attack its country at any time, but he don't want to be attacked back. He don't want to be retaliated against. Imagine somebody busting you in your eye, and then you bust them in the eye back, and they say, you know what? This guy, he don't like me because, for whatever reason, he don't like me. He just hit me in my eye. I don't understand it. Because you hit him in the eye, mother. They're over there bombing those people, killing their children. They're killing their children. And they're acting like they're innocent. They're throwing rocks, hiding their hands, and acting like the people in Iran are wrong for defending themselves. So for all of you Iranians out there who might be able to check out this message, what do you think now? I'm talking about the ones who were cheering Trump killing your leader. What do you think about that now? What do you think about Trump now? Because he said that he was doing that to liberate you. Well, now, if you listen to what he's saying, killing you is not off the table. Think about what I just said. Killing Iranians is very much on the table. Killing Iranian civilians is very much on the table right now. So, y'all still celebrating? America does nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, without compensation, without some type of financial gain. Nothing. Not even in America. The government does nothing without some type of financial gain. Look at how they allow these people to put this poison in our food and water supply. Poison that would not even be allowed in other countries. If you put that poison in, if a food company put the type of poison in foods in foreign countries as they do in the United States, They would lock them up. They would put them in jail. Our elected officials are allowing companies, businesses, to put known carcinogens in our food and water supply. They're putting deadly chemicals in our food and water supply, and they're telling us, well, it's such a micro amount of it that it's no way possible it can kill you. Yeah, it's rat poison, but it's not going to kill you in those little small increments. It won't kill you. And we wonder why we're dying at such a young age with all of this technology that we have, with all of this scientific advances that we have. Americans are still dying young. I'm seeing people 30-some years old getting dying from food-related illnesses. I'm seeing people in their 40s, 50s dying because of what they're eating. Food should not kill you. Natural food should not kill you. You should be able to eat whatever food you want. It should not kill you. What's killing us is not the food, it's what they're putting in the food. I saw a graph that showed different foods from the 1980s or something. It showed food from the 80s compared to the ingredients from food from the 80s compared to ingredients from food from today. And let's just say Gatorade. Gatorade might have had 3 or 4 ingredients. Today it has 18 ingredients. It's the ingredients, it's the stuff. It ain't the food, it's the ingredients that's killing people. It's the stuff that they're putting in the food to make the food last longer. It's the stuff that they're putting in the food to make the food stretch and feed more people. It's the stuff that they're putting in the food to make the food multiply so they can feed more people. It all boils down to greed, fam. It's greed. Let me see if I can find that graph. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, here I think I got something here. Okay, I want you to look at this, fam. This is very, very telling, man. This is cold-blooded, man. This is cold-blooded. Hold on. Would that be it? Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to share my screen with y'all. Let y'all see what I see here. So let's see. I want y'all to look at this. This is cold-blooded. Look at this. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in here. That's too hard to read. Okay, let me find something. Let's look at this one. You can't really read the ingredients, but you can see how many more ingredients are in Cheerios then versus now. Look at that. That's double the ingredients, right? Let's look at Gatorade. Gatorade had 4 ingredients then water, sugar, dextrose, salt. Look at the ingredients now. These people are intentionally killing us to turn a profit. This is just food from 20 years ago. This is just a difference from 20 years ago. And even 20 years ago, it wasn't great, but it's better than it was now. It's almost like they said, you know what? It's not killing them fast enough. You know, what else can we put in here? This is Wonder Bread. This is bread, fam. Look. They used to just have wheat flour, water, yeast, salt, milk, butter. That's it. Look at it now. I can't read it, but look at it. Look at all of those ingredients. I saw a video where somebody put some water in under a fountain, and somebody put a piece of bread under a fountain, and they let the not a fountain, but under a water faucet, and they put the water on the bread, and the real bread, the natural bread, it immediately tore apart. But the other bread, you could squeeze it, and it was more like a sponge. It would not break up for anything. No matter how much water you put on it, it wouldn't break up. You got to check your bread, fam. You got bread in your house right now? Go and check your bread and see if your bread, if you wet it, take a slice of bread and see if you wet it and squeeze it and see if it's more like a sponge, or see if it's going to fall apart. You ain't got to squeeze it. If it's real, you don't even have to squeeze it for it to fall apart. So just run some water on top of it and see if it falls apart naturally. And then if it don't, squeeze it and see if it's squeezing, and see if it resembles the squeezing of a sponge. Here's another one. Ice cream. Look at that. Then versus now. Look at all of these ingredients. These ingredients ain't there to improve, fam. These ingredients ain't there to save you money, fam. Remember, the price is going up. So these ingredients aren't here to make you healthy. These ingredients are in that to kill you and to extend profits for these greedy bastards, these greedy corporate bastards. Look at orange juice, fam. Look at this. Look at orange juice. Then it used to just be oranges. Didn't have to add anything. It was just straight oranges. Now you look at it, it's got all kinds of stuff in it you can't even pronounce. Look at that. That's a damn shame, man. I saw somebody in the comments said, well, what should we eat then? Angel said, what should we eat then? Angel, you're going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to do your own research. And I would just say, read your labels. Like, try to find foods that are natural as possible. Try to find foods that are natural. Eat foods that are natural. You're not going to be able to eat everything. You may have to totally withdraw from the snack aisle. You may not be able to eat anything from the snacks. You may have to get rid of orange juice altogether, unless you're going to use use organic oranges and make your own orange juice. You may not be able to. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices. I don't eat probably 95% of the stuff I used to eat, but I still manage to, eat pretty good. Eat, some of the things that I like, but I can't eat everything. if I want to live, it's just you're just gonna have to make a sacrifice. You got to decide, okay, do I want to satisfy my temptation and just have whatever I want because it tastes good? Or do I want to make some compromises with my diet and deny myself some of this stuff that tastes so good to me that I desire so much in order to give myself a chance of living a long, healthy life? Or just to extend my life? What, you're gonna have to make a choice. You're not gonna have to be able to have it both ways. You're just gonna have to decide, do you want to live longer? Do you want to extend your life? And if extending your life ain't that important, it's important, but it ain't important enough for you to make some certain sacrifices, then it is what it is. And at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna step in when it's time for you to go. Ain't nobody gonna step in for you and say, hey, okay, I got that, I gonna die for you. Ain't nobody gonna do that. So, you got to live with that decision. Only you really have to live with that decision. Well, if you got small kids that you leave behind, that's a major decision. So my kids ain't small, but I still want to get as many years out of this as I can so that I can continue to guide and coach and teach, because I know I didn't have it all together at 26 or 30 years old. You're just going to have to make some sacrifices. Instead of drinking that nice, cool orange drink, or Coca-Cola. Let me tell you something, man, about Coca-Cola, fam. Coca-Cola, for me, is the coldest beverage ever invented. I absolutely love a cold Coca-Cola. Man, that was my drink. At one point, fam, I used to drink at least 2 Coca-Colas a day. So we're talking about 14, 15 Coca-Colas every week. When I found out how dangerous Coca-Cola was, when I found out that you can pour Coca-Cola on top of a car battery post and dissolve corrosion, I was like, whoa. If it could do that to a car battery, what is it doing to my organs? Like, what is it? If it can do that to a car battery, what is it doing to my insides? I had to let it go. Rest in peace, Coca-Cola. I had to let it go, man. I had to let it go. Because it's more important to me to extend my life than to have a nice cold sip of Coca-Cola. It's more important. So you're going to have to decide what's more important. Let me tell you something else that I really, really like. I had to let it go. I had to let go Twinkies. Woo, man, damn Twinkies. I had to let it go. Hadn't had Twinkies in about 8 years. I had to let it go all the way. No more Twinkies for you, Willie. Something else. Now, this is a big one right here, fam. I had to let it go. Big one. This is a big one. Oreos. Woo, man. Family, I kept a fresh bag of Oreos in my pantry. You could always find the big bag, the double cream. Man, Oreos, woo, man. I kept them. It was always fresh because I didn't let them go stale, fam. I was eating them so much. But once I found out what was in those Oreos, I had to let it go. I used to like going to McDonald's and getting those not chicken sandwiches, but those, the chicken sandwiches, spicy chicken, $1. Ooh, man, give me about 49 of those things, right? I used to tear them things up. Had to let it go. When I saw that woman pull out what was it? A McDonald's, what was it? A quarter pound. I think it was a quarter pounder. It was just meat and bread. She had it stored in a shoebox, and it had been in there since what did that woman say? That woman's 96. It had been in there since 1996. And the bread was still intact, and the meat was still intact, and it looked just like it looked when they first sell it to you. It had not rotted. The same thing with their French fries. It had not rotted. The French fries had not rotted. Do you understand that if a so-called hamburger, buns, and meat and French fries can sit in a shoebox in regular temperature for 30 years and not rot, not even have a smell, not draw up flies or anything. Imagine what it's doing inside your body. Imagine how long it would take to get out of your body. So I had to let it go, fam. I had to let it go. Hey, I'm trying to live. So now I'm gonna tell you, when I ride by these fast food joints and stuff, when I pass by, I look at them, I'm like, oh, they over there killing people. That's how I think. I wire my mind to think they're trying to kill me. I ain't going over there, they're gonna try to kill me. That's what I be doing. Like, how sometimes when you ride, when you go in places and you know not to go over there because these people over here, they tired of living, they don't really care about life too much over there. So I ain't going to that club, I'm not going to that place, I'm not going to that spot because they don't really value life. That's how I do when I look at these fast food restaurants. I be passing by them just like that. Look at that, they over there killing people. They're gonna try to kill me. I ain't going over there. I might get killed. That's how I look at fast food restaurants now. Yeah. If you think about it, fam, our bodies are not designed to eat at drive-through restaurants. Our bodies are not designed to eat food fast. Getting back to Trump. This dude. Whoo, man. Donald Trump, man, this dude is going to get a whole lot of people killed. He's already gotten a lot of people killed. Those people, you got to look at it like this. Trump started that war. So for all the people who's dead, he's responsible on all sides. He's responsible for the people who died in Kuwait, the people who died in Iran, the people who have died that's from America, the soldiers who have died. Trump is responsible for all of those deaths because he started an unjust war. Remember before he became president, how he and J.D. Vance was running around telling everybody if they vote for Kamala Harris, she gonna send their kids to war? A vote for Kamala Harris is to send your kids to war. She wanna send your kids to fight at war. She gonna send your kids to war to fight an unjust war. Kamala Harris gonna send your kids to war. That didn't age too well, did it? China Carter, what's up, China? I see you. Queen, Sir, what's that? Sir, oh, I can't get that one. I can't get that. I ain't gonna even try. I just call you Queen. Truth, what's up, Truth? Dee Dee, Antoinette, we got. What else we got here? Flo Wolf, what up? What it do? Mr. Milo. Mr. Milo, what up? What's up? What's up, Renee Neal? All right, fam. Hey, that's my time. China Carter, thank you for handling that moderation. You do it so well. You keep everything in order around here, so I do appreciate you. And I do appreciate y'all for tuning in, fam. There's a lot of changes happening to the Willie D Live channel. I don't know if you've been following. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll notice aesthetically a lot of major changes on the channel. And that is because I now have a staff helping me with this stuff. Thanks to y'all, the channel and the platform has continued to grow, but it's at a point now where I can't do it by myself. So I got other people. And sometimes, something might get posted from time to time that's inconsistent with what I might post. Just know that that's not me. Y'all know who I am. If you follow me for real, you know me. You know the tone, you know what I stand for. And look, I've been like that from day one, from the time that I came on the scene in '89 with the Ghetto Boys. I ain't switched it up at all. I've been keeping my foot on their neck. I'm for the people first. I keep my foot on the neck of the establishment. I'm for the people first and foremost, always. And I've been that way for 59 years, and however many years I got left, that's the way it's going to be. I'm not going to wait till I'm 60 years old to start being a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Start trying to do, I'm not going to pull a Jim Brown. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I'm not going to pull a Jim Brown. I'm going to keep it a buck the entire time. So get ready, fam. I got some more. I got a lot of changes that's already happening right now, but there are other changes along the way that you guys will realize within the next 2-3 months. You're gonna see some other additional big changes. So I appreciate y'all, fam. Continue to spread the word, share the platform, and let people know what time it is. And that's my time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.